Okay, we're staying outside Ireland just for another little while. We would like to welcome Cassie from Educational Passages to speak next. Are you there, Cassie?
Yeah, thanks. Actually, I'm going to bring you right back to Ireland. So my name is Cassie Stymus. I'm the Executive Director of Educational Passages, which is a not-for-profit organization based in the United States. Fun fact, I'm also on the board of the Gulf of Maine Marine Education Association, which is one of the chapters of the National Marine Educators here in the US. So ocean literacy is near and dear to my heart, and it's really been neat to be here today to learn more about the Irish Ocean Literacy Network. So the mission of Educational Passages is to connect people around the world to the ocean and each other, inspiring ocean stewardship through unique global experiences. We do this essentially by providing kits and educational resources to build a 5-foot-long unmanned miniature sailboat with a GPS tracker. Today, I'd like to highlight some of the mini boats that have come ashore in Ireland in hopes that it will inspire some of you to take an interest and join us. Recently, we've been collecting with Cushla and the Explorers program in just 2 very cool ways. One is in relaunching boats that make their way through the Gulf Stream and find their way to your shores. And the other is in sending a kit from scratch and launching from that side. So pending some funding next year, we're hoping to expand this project, but I wanted to join today to spark interest as I really believe that collaboration is key to success. So next slide. The Educational Passages mini boat program provides kits and supplies with resources to build a 21st century message in a bottle, where the educator can customize the curriculum and dive deep into anything from STEAM, geography, history, ocean science, and more. Students sign up to be a part of a team as they can choose their interest and level of participation. Recent additions to the program includes an Arduino-based sensor package that fits in the cargo hold, and the kids can learn about each component, connect the wires, and install it on their boat. It will send back air and water temperature and pitch as it sails unassisted across the ocean. Some are starting to even have cameras. This data can be compared to any nearby buoy, forecasts, etc. The mini boats are launched by the maritime community and drift around the world with the wind, currents, and hopes of the builders that one day it will be found on another shore. To date, we've launched over 160 and have sailed over 250 voyages, landing in at least 29 countries. Next slide, please. Sorry, I've got a couple animations. Yep. Each unit has a unique story to tell and a custom website with this story and the map. Anyone can participate, whether you build, decorate, launch, track, recover, or repair a boat. The goal is to keep the boats going for as long as possible as we can keep connecting and fostering ocean literacy and stewardship with as many people as we can. This is just a screenshot of some of the current boats that are out there right now from educationalpassages.org/@sea. Next slide. That's more, sorry, got an animation there. This is the infamous Galway sailor. I'm sure most of you have heard about this story by now. It was such an incredible experience this last year, especially for myself. And I'm still amazed every time I think about it. What it did was it connected the students of Kilglass National School in Galway directly to the ocean science research and researchers, thanks to Kieran and others at the Marine Institute, with support from the IFADO project, which connected more around the Atlantic. It also guided them in exploring the ocean literacy principles, thanks to Parik at the Galway Atlantiquaria and the Explorers program. And it had an incredible voyage all the way up to the Arctic as it landed in the Lofoten Islands in Norway on July 18th. It checks all of the boxes of what we hope the mini boat program can truly bring together. Next slide. So this is a map of all the mini boats that have landed in Ireland to date. Some of them have been sent back out to sea. But some of them are still there, perhaps in some of your backyards or in the back of a classroom near you. Hint. One that is no longer there is the HVS Cruiser. Click. I've got a couple of animations here. The purple line here is the first voyage of the boat, which was built by students in Charleston, South Carolina. Click. It sailed across the Atlantic and landed in Ballybright. Click. But it took 4 years to get down to Cork and back out to sea. It was repaired by Jim Walsh, click, and redecorated thanks to 276 art submissions from around Cork with support from the Cork City Council and Mervyn at Old Cork Waterworks Experiences leadership. Finally, it made its way to the Port of Cork, click, where it went aboard the Independent Cruise Line on a cargo ship and was relaunched almost in the same spot it traveled during its first trip. So that's that red line all the way back over here in the Gulf Stream. One really special thing about this, okay, perfect. One really special thing about the story is that the great uncle of one of the fourth graders back in 2017 when the boat was built had real close connections to Ireland, Mike McGlynn, and he volunteered to help coordinate repairs after the boat landed there. And he even took a trip to assess damage, meet the kids, and bring things from here in the US back over and then stories back here. This is really the power of collaboration, but there's just some magical thing about it. Another magical piece is that a boat that landed in Canada this summer that was built by students at Harvard Kent Elementary sailed its way to Newfoundland, and it landed in Kent Cove. So some things can be predicted, but some things are just magical about it. So I could tell these stories all day long, but of course I'm running out of time, and I'll just leave it that mini boats are true platforms of opportunity for learning, but also for data collection, and a truly unique and unparalleled learning experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cassie. Thank you. And you're happy with me sharing your PowerPoint as well?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Perfect. That's excellent. Okay. Next we have up Gilliam. I think I've just murdered your name. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. I know it's difficult to pronounce for an English speaker.
If you'd like to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Youth Ocean Forum. So this is an initiative from the DG Mare of the European Commission. And the forum aims to gather people between 16 and 30 years old to help them to develop their skills, to develop their projects on ocean literacy. So the project aims at connecting young people around Europe so they can share their experience, their knowledge, and we help them to discuss with experts of ocean literacy to help them to develop their project. Next slide, please. Sorry. Right, thank you. So actually, presently we have 204 members. And 100 of them have been accredited as Young Ocean Advocates because they are running an ocean literacy project that the DG Mare find interesting. Next slide, please. So what are we doing? I will take the example of what we have done with the COP26. So for the COP26, the members of the Youth Ocean Forum wanted to get really involved. So we succeed to accredited 12 members to the COP26 in Glasgow. One of them make a speech in one side event on ocean solutions in the name of the Youth Ocean Forum to remember the emergencies on the situation of ocean issues related to climate change. Our members also contributed to the roadmap to ocean climate actions. This is a report that is targeting negotiators so that they can take into account the importance of the ocean in the climate issues. We also made 2 virtual exhibits and 3 webinars and 3 videos on YouTube to raise awareness on ocean and climate issues. Next slide, please.
Apologies, sorry. No.
So some example of our activities, we are doing some beach cleanup, some ocean literacy festivals, some art and sport projects, some more entrepreneurship-like projects, like this, the picture in the bottom. This is a 3D printed cameras that can go under the sea. Next slide, please.
Jeez, my computer is less. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So now, why I'm here? It's to ask you for a little help because we are looking to get more members in the forum. So if you know any young people between 60 and 40 years old that is active in the ocean literacy domain, if they have a project to raise awareness on ocean issues, if they are members of an association, of an NGOs, just put us in contact. You have our email address here. And currently we have a call of Young Ocean Advocates. So this is a call for projects that young people are running. And if they are judged interested by the European Commission, they will be granted the title of Young Ocean Advocates, and their projects and the profile of the young people will be mentioned in the Maritime Forum of the DG Mare online. And one another way you can help is be one of our guests is to participate to our coaching and mentoring initiative. So one of them are the Meet a Blue Experts webinars that is running each month. So during around an hour, an expert talk about his domain of expertise, and then dialogue with young people of the forum. You can also sponsor a project or spend some of your time with some of our Young Ocean Advocates to help them to develop their skills. They are particularly looking for developing their skill in fundraising, develop their business model of their project. They are looking for help to develop their skills in communication and marketing, and also to create partnerships and networking.
Brilliant. That's excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. And there's and that's the contact details if we need to get in touch. And can I just ask, could you confirm again, what are the ages? Is it 16 to
30 years old?
To 30. Perfect. That's lovely. Sorry, I'm well outside of it, so I can't go for it. But it's good to know what the ages are. Thank you so much for presenting today.